Welcome back, listeners. You're still tuned into the English Podcast Zone, episode 33, Talking with a Client. In the last part, we practiced how to meet a new client, greeting them, introducing yourself, making them comfortable, and asking about their needs. Now, in part 4, we're going to focus on something very important: handling client requests. This means when a client asks for something, information, a product, a service, you must respond politely, clearly, and professionally.
Yes, Anna, and this is where many beginners feel nervous. They worry about grammar, vocabulary, or not understanding the client. But don't worry. We'll show you how to handle requests step by step with role plays, explanations, and practice.
Let's start with some key phrases. When a client asks for something, you can reply in these ways. Yes, of course, I'll get that for you. Certainly, let me check that for you. I'm afraid we don't have that at the moment, but we can offer you option B. Please give me a moment while I confirm. I will send you the details by email.
And when you don't understand the request, you can politely ask again, "I'm sorry, could you please repeat that? Do you mean option A or option B?" Just to confirm, you would like X, correct? David, excuse me, do you have this shirt in a larger size?
Anna, the shop assistant. Yes, of course, sir. Please give me a moment. I'll check in the stockroom.
David, thank you.
You're welcome. Here we go. This is the larger size. Would you like to try it on?
Yes, please. That would be great. Anna, here I didn't just say yes, I said, "Yes, of course, sir. Please give me a moment." This sounds more professional.
And notice how she offered extra help. Would you like to try it on? This shows good service. David, the client. Excuse me, can I have the pasta without cheese?
Anna, the waitress. Of course, sir. I'll make a note. Pasta without cheese. Is there anything else you would like to change? David, no, that's all. Thank you. Anna, perfect. I'll bring your order shortly.
Anna, when a client makes a special request, always repeat it back to confirm. For example, pasta without cheese. This avoids mistakes.
Yes, and it shows the client that you listened carefully. David, client. I need a monthly report of sales figures. Could you prepare that for me?
Anna, assistant. Yes, of course. I'll prepare the report and send it to you by tomorrow afternoon.
David, that's perfect. Thank you. Anna, you're welcome. Just to confirm, you want the full monthly report, including online and in-store sales, correct? David, yes, that's correct.
Here, notice how I confirmed the details. Just to confirm, you want the full report including online and in-store sales, correct?
Exactly. Many mistakes in client work happen because people don't confirm the request.
Anna, here's a list of very useful expressions. I'll take care of that for you. Please allow me a moment. We can arrange that for you. I'll make a note of your request. I'll confirm and get back to you.
And for clients, could you please, would it be possible to, can I request, is there any way to?
Anna, manager. Good morning, Mr. David. How can I assist you today?
David, client. Good morning. I'd like to request a copy of last month's project summary.
Certainly. I'll prepare it and send it to you by this afternoon. Would you like it as a PDF or a Word file?
David, PDF, please. That would be best. Anna, perfect. I'll make sure you receive it today. David, thank you very much, Anna. Anna, you're welcome. Please let me know if you need anything else.
Anna, this conversation is polite, clear, and professional. Notice how I asked, would you like it as a PDF or a Word file? Offering choices is helpful.
Yes, and my answer was simple. PDF, please. Clients don't need to speak too much, but they should always be polite.
Anna, some common mistakes beginners make. saying only no when they can't do something. Instead, offer an alternative. I'm afraid we don't have that, but we do have this option.
Not confirming details. Always repeat or ask again. Forgetting to use polite words like please and thank you. Ignoring the request or delaying without explanation.
Yes, even if you can't complete the request immediately, say something like, I'll take care of that tomorrow morning. This shows respect for the client's time. Okay, listeners, it's your turn. Repeat after me. Yes, of course, I'll take care of that for you.
Just to confirm, you would like X, correct? I'm afraid we don't have that right now, but we can offer Y.
Great job. Now practice the client's requests with me.
Could you please prepare a report for me? Would it be possible to make this without cheese? Can I request a larger size? Excellent.
Anna, customer service. Good afternoon, Mr. David. How can I help you today?
David, good afternoon. I'd like to request an update on my delivery order.
Certainly. May I have your order number, please?
Yes, it's 4567.
Thank you. Please give me a moment while I check. Okay, I see your order. It will arrive tomorrow afternoon.
Perfect, thank you. Can I also request a copy of the invoice?
Of course. I'll send it to your email today. Just to confirm, is your email address still david@example.com?
Yes, that's correct.
Wonderful. You'll receive the invoice shortly.
Anna, here we had 2 requests, checking delivery and sending an invoice. I confirmed details and gave clear answers. Yes, and this shows how one conversation can include multiple requests.
So, in part 4, we learned how to handle client requests by saying yes politely, confirming details, offering alternatives, repeating requests to avoid mistakes, and closing politely.
Yes, and we practiced in shops, restaurants, offices, and online. If you master these steps, you'll feel much more confident when clients ask you for something.
And that brings us to the end of episode 33 of the English Podcast Zone, Talking with a Client. Today, we explored everything from greetings and introductions to meeting a new client and finally, handling client requests. Remember, good client communication is not about perfect grammar. It's about being polite, clear, and professional. If you practice these conversations often, you'll be ready for any situation, in the office, in a shop, at a hotel, or even online. Thank you for joining us today. Keep practicing, stay confident, and we'll see you in the next episode of the English Podcast Zone.
Yes, thank you, listeners. And remember, every conversation is an opportunity to learn and grow. See you next time.
Welcome back, everyone. If you've been listening since the beginning of this episode, you know that we've already talked about what brainstorming is, why it's useful, and we even did a mini activity together. But now, in this second part, we're going to go deeper.
Yes, Nadia, because brainstorming isn't just a random activity. There are actually techniques, ways to make it more effective, more organized, and also more fun.
That's right. And we want to show our listeners not just what brainstorming is, but how to do it in different ways. Because some of you learn best visually, some of you prefer writing, and some of you like speaking out loud.
Exactly, and we'll also introduce some useful English phrases for each method. So by the end of this part, you'll be able to brainstorm like a pro and in English too.
Let's start with the most classic method, the free flow of ideas. This is the style we showed in the mini activity earlier. You simply say or write whatever comes into your mind.
Yes, and it's really powerful. For example, if the topic is ways to improve my English, you don't stop to think too much. You just say, read books, watch movies, talk with friends, listen to podcasts, write a diary.
And the key phrase here is don't judge the ideas yet. At this stage, every idea is valuable. Listeners, try repeating this phrase. Every idea is valuable.
Nice. And this method is great when you need many ideas quickly.
Now let's talk about another method, mind mapping. This is more visual. Imagine you have a piece of paper, you write your main topic in the middle, then draw circles or branches going out from it, like the branches of a tree.
Yes, for example, if the topic is healthy lifestyle, you write that in the center, then you draw branches, food, exercise, sleep, relaxation, habits. From each branch, you add smaller branches. Under food, you might write fruits, vegetables, water, less sugar.
This is a fantastic method for learners who are visual, and it helps you connect words together, which is excellent for vocabulary building.
And here are some phrases you can use in mind mapping. What categories can we think of? Let's divide this into smaller parts. Can we add details to this idea?
And again, listeners, repeat after me slowly. Let's divide this into smaller parts.
Can we add details to this idea?
Wonderful. This way, you practice both the brainstorming skill and the English expressions.
Now here's one of my favorite types, group brainstorming. This is when people share ideas and build on each other's thoughts.
Yes, it's like teamwork. One person gives an idea, another person adds to it, and together you create something better.
Let's demonstrate. Nadia, let's pretend we're brainstorming for a school project. The topic is, how can we make our city more eco-friendly?
Okay. My idea, plant more trees in public areas.
That's a great start. Building on that, we could also create more parks where children can play.
Nice. And we could add recycling bins in every neighborhood.
Good one. And maybe we can have community cleanup days where everyone helps pick up trash.
Perfect. Do you see, listeners, how this works? Each idea inspires the next.
And here are some phrases you can use in group brainstorming. That's a good idea. And we could also, what if we combine this with blank? Building on your point, maybe we can. That reminds me of blank.
Excellent. These are natural English phrases that make you sound more fluent and collaborative. Now, listeners, it's your turn to join us in a role play. Imagine you are in a group with us, and the topic is, what should we do for a school English club meeting?
I'll start. We could watch an English movie together.
My idea, we could invite a guest speaker who speaks English fluently.
Now it's your turn. Wherever you are, say your idea out loud in English. Don't worry if it's simple. Just say it.
Great! And if you want to practice more, pause the episode and brainstorm 5 ideas by yourself. Then come back and listen to the rest.
Alex, let's introduce another interesting method, brain writing.
Ah, yes. This is when instead of speaking ideas out loud, everyone writes them down quietly. Then, after a few minutes, you share the written ideas.
This is very helpful for shy learners or people who need more time to think. And for English beginners, writing gives you a chance to practice spelling, sentence structure, and vocabulary.
Exactly. For example, if the topic is, how can I improve my English at home? You might write, read a short story every day, listen to English music, practice speaking in the mirror, join an online language exchange.
Yes, and the great thing is, when you share your written ideas later, you also practice speaking, so you get the best of both worlds.
Listeners, here are some phrases you can use in brain writing. Let's write down our ideas first. We'll share them in a few minutes. Take your time to think. Now, let's compare our notes.
Repeat after me. Take your time to think.
Now, let's compare our notes.
Perfect.
Now, let's use another great technique. It's to use prompts, questions, pictures, or words that help you think.
Yes, sometimes if you just say, let's brainstorm, your mind feels empty. But if you see a picture or hear a question, suddenly ideas come alive.
Exactly. For example, if the topic is vacation, you can show a picture of a beach. That will help people brainstorm ideas like swimming, sunbathing, building sandcastles, surfing, and so on.
Exactly. Or if you give a question like, what would you do if you had one free day? People will start to imagine and share creative ideas.
And for English learners, prompts are also great vocabulary builders. They push you to think of specific words.
So, listeners, here are some useful prompt phrases. What would happen if blank? Imagine you had blank. How would you feel if blank? Look at this picture. What do you see?
And these are also fun to practice in English clubs or with friends.
Now, Alex, let's introduce one advanced method. Even though our listeners are beginners, I think they'll enjoy learning this.
You mean the scamper technique?
Yes, 𝗟𝗏𝗿 is a creative thinking tool. Each letter stands for a different way of changing an idea. S substitute, C combine, A adopt, M modify, P put to another use, E eliminate, R reverse.
Let's give an example. Suppose we're brainstorming about improving a school classroom.
Substitute. What if we replace chairs with beanbags? Combine. Can we combine the library and classroom together? Adopt. How can we adapt the classroom to be more digital? Modify. Maybe we paint the walls brighter colors. Put to another use. Use the hall for both study and performances. Eliminate. Remove heavy desks that take up too much space. Reverse. What if students teach one day and teachers listen?
Wow, that's creative. And listeners, don't worry if this feels advanced. Just hearing these ideas in English helps you expand your vocabulary and thinking.
So, to summarize part 2, we've learned about different brainstorming techniques: classic free flow, mind mapping, group brainstorming, brain writing, prompts, and even the 𝗟𝗏𝗿 technique.
And we've given you lots of useful English phrases for each method. So by the end of this part, you'll be able to brainstorm like a pro, and in English too.
In part 3 of this episode, we'll go even further. We'll actually do a long, guided brainstorming session with you, step by step, on a real topic. You'll practice with us in real time.
Yes, that's going to be fun. So stay tuned for part 3. Welcome back, listeners. You're now in part 3 of episode 34, and this is where things get really exciting. So far, we've explored brainstorming, we've taught you techniques, and we've shared phrases. But now we're going to do a full brainstorming session together with you.
Yes, think of this as a practice workshop. You're not just listening, you're part of the team. We'll give you a topic, and together we'll brainstorm step by step. You'll hear our ideas, and then you'll have time to add your own ideas in English.
Exactly. This way, you're not just learning passively, you're actually practicing speaking and thinking in English, even if you're sitting alone in your room.
Okay, Alex, should we choose a topic for our guided session?
Yes. How about this one? Let's brainstorm ideas for starting an English club in a school.
Perfect. That's useful for many of our listeners, especially students and teachers. And it's simple enough for beginners, but still interesting.
Great. So, listeners, here's what we'll do. We'll guide you step by step. We'll divide the brainstorming into stages: collecting ideas freely, organizing ideas into categories, expanding ideas with details, choosing the best ones.
And during each stage, we'll give you time to practice.
All right, let's start. The topic is how to make an English club fun and effective.
I'll begin. My first idea, watching English movies together once a week.
Great one. My idea, organizing speaking games like role play or debates.
Another idea, inviting English teachers or guest speakers to talk.
Yes. And I'll add, starting a small English library with storybooks and magazines.
Good one. My idea, celebrating English culture days like a British Day or American Day with food, music, and traditions.
Excellent. I'll add, using podcasts like the English Podcast Zone as listening practice.
Of course. And I'll add, encouraging students to make short English presentations.
Listeners, now it's your turn. Take a moment. Say one idea out loud in English. What can an English club do to be fun and effective?
Very good. Even if your idea was simple, like read books, that's perfect. The key is to practice.
Now, let's organize our brainstormed ideas into categories. This helps us see patterns.
Okay, so we have several ideas already. Let's sort them. Activities, movies, speaking games, presentations, resources, library, podcasts, events, culture days, guest speakers.
Nice. This way, we're not just collecting random ideas, but putting them into groups.
And here are some useful English phrases for this step. Let's group similar ideas together. This belongs to the activities category. We can organize these into events and resources.
Alex, listeners, try saying, let's group similar ideas together.
Good job.
Now comes the fun part, expanding each idea with more details.
Yes. For example, let's take watching English movies. We can expand it. Maybe we watch with English subtitles, then discuss the story afterward.
Great. Another example, speaking games. That could include role plays like acting in a restaurant or debates on simple topics like cats versus dogs.
And inviting guest speakers. We can invite not only teachers, but also exchange students or even parents who speak English.
Yes! The more details you add, the stronger your brainstorming session becomes.
Listeners, here are some phrases for expanding ideas. How can we make this better? What details can we add? Let's give an example.
Repeat after me. What details can we add?
Let's give an example.
Fantastic!
Now, finally, after collecting and expanding ideas, we choose the best ones.
Right. Remember, brainstorming is about freedom, but at the end, you need to select what's realistic.
So for our English club example, maybe the top 3 ideas are watching English movies with discussion afterward, organizing speaking games regularly, and creating a small English library.
Yes, those are simple, effective, and realistic.
And here are some useful phrases for this stage. Which ideas are the most practical? Let's choose our top 3. This one seems realistic.
Listeners, repeat after me. Let's choose our top 3.
Excellent.
Now, Nadia, should we show listeners a full, extended role play of brainstorming together so they can hear the flow?
Yes, let's do it. We'll imagine we're planning a trip for an English club and we'll brainstorm step by step.
Okay. Topic, planning a weekend English camp. Ready?
Ready. I'll start. We could go to the countryside and have outdoor games in English.
Nice. My idea, we can have a campfire at night and tell stories in English.
Good one. Another idea, invite a guest English teacher to run workshops.
And I'll add, have a cooking activity where we follow English recipes together.
Oh, that's fun. And we could also have an English talent show. Students can sing, act, or read poetry in English.
Perfect. Now let's organize these. Outdoor activities, games, campfire, learning activities, workshops, cooking in English, entertainment, talent show.
Yes, and now let's expand one idea. the campfire. We could have marshmallows, singing English songs in storytelling games.
Exactly. And then we choose the top ideas: campfire, workshops, and talent show.
Beautiful. That's a full brainstorming session right there.
So, in part 3, we guided you step by step through a brainstorming session, collecting, organizing, expanding, and choosing.
And we practiced vocabulary and phrases along the way.
Listeners, remember, you can repeat this process with any topic: planning an event, writing an essay, or even deciding what to cook for dinner.
That's the power of brainstorming. And practicing in English makes you stronger and more confident.
In part 4, we'll take brainstorming to the next level. We'll use it to solve real-life problems like preparing for a job interview or planning a study schedule.
That's going to be super useful, so stay with us for part 4.
Welcome back, thinkers and learners. If you followed parts 1 to 3, you already know what brainstorming is, how to do it, and you've even practiced with us.
Now it's time to apply everything to real-life English situations.
Exactly. In this part, we'll show you how brainstorming can help you prepare for things like a job interview, a study schedule, or even daily conversations. It's not only about creativity anymore, it's about problem solving in English.
Let's imagine you have a job interview next week. Most learners feel nervous. What will they ask? What should I say? Brainstorming helps you prepare answers before the interview.
Right. Step 1, write the topic in the middle of your page: job interview. Then start brainstorming possible questions. Tell me about yourself. Why do you want this job? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Good. Step 2, brainstorm vocabulary you'll need. Words like teamwork, communication, reliable, experience, skills, responsible.
Step 3, brainstorm real examples from your life. If the question is, tell me about yourself, think your background, education, hobbies. If the question is, what are your strengths? Maybe you say, I am good at solving problems, or I always meet deadlines.
And here are some English phrases for this process. Possible questions could be, let's think of useful words. What real examples can I give? Which answers sound natural?
Let's do a quick role play, okay? You be the interviewer, Alex, and I'll be the candidate.
Sure. Tell me about yourself.
Well, my name is Nadia Khan. I recently graduated with a degree in business administration. I love working with people and organizing events, and I'm excited to learn new things.
Perfect. See how natural that sounds after brainstorming ideas first? Listeners, pause for a moment and try the same question. Tell me about yourself. Say it out loud. Good job. Remember, brainstorming before an interview helps you organize your thoughts and reduces stress.
Absolutely. Now let's switch to something every learner faces: planning your English study routine.
Yes, many people ask, how do I study English every day? The answer? Start by brainstorming.
Let's do it together. Topic in the center: my English study plan.
Then brainstorm activities: reading books, watching podcasts, writing journals, practicing speaking, revising grammar, using flashcards.
Next, brainstorm time slots: morning, reading; afternoon, vocabulary practice; evening, watching or listening; weekend, speaking with friends online.
And brainstorm motivations, why you want to study. To travel, to get a job, to communicate confidently.
Exactly. Here are phrases you can use. What can I do each day? When is my best time to study? What activities keep me motivated?
Listeners, pause here. Take a paper and write your own brainstorm for a weekly study plan. When you finish, circle your top 3 ideas.
If you do this regularly, your learning becomes more organized and more enjoyable.
Brainstorming isn't only for projects.
You can use it to solve small daily problems in English too.
For example, let's say you want to cook something but don't know what. Brainstorm pasta, salad, soup, sandwiches, fruit juice.
Then choose one. Or maybe you need to plan a birthday surprise. Brainstorm decorations, music, cake, invitations, gift ideas.
You can even brainstorm for communication problems. If you can't remember an English word, brainstorm alternatives. Example, you forget umbrella. Think rain thing, protection from rain, until someone helps you find the word.
Exactly. That's called creative communication. It keeps the conversation going even when you forget vocabulary.
Let's do one more guided activity together. Topic, preparing a short English presentation.
Step 1, brainstorm topics you can talk about. Your hobby, your city, your favorite movie, or your dream job.
For example, if your topic is my favorite movie, brainstorm intro, why I like movies, story, what the movie is about, lesson, what it teaches me.
Then speak it out loud. Even if it's short, it's great practice.
And the English phrases here are, let's outline the key points. How can I start my talk? What examples can I share? Let's think of some strong closing lines.
Listeners, pause now, choose your topic, and brainstorm your outline. You can even record yourself speaking. That's how your confidence grows.
Sometimes people say, I can't think of any ideas. That's called a brain block.
Yes, it happens to everyone, but there are ways to unblock your mind. Change your environment. Go for a short walk. Look at pictures related to your topic. Ask yourself simple questions. Who, what, where, when, why, how. Use English words you already know. Don't wait for perfect ones.
Also, don't brainstorm for hours without rest. Short, focused sessions work better. Even 5 minutes of fast thinking can create great results.
And remember, in English learning, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress.
Let's give our listeners a quick challenge. You have 2 minutes to brainstorm ideas for how to make learning English fun. Ready? Think games, music, friends, travel, rewards, competitions, apps, stories.
Yes. Now choose your top 3 ideas and say them out loud. Great job! You've just completed a live brainstorming session.
Before we finish, let's look at something interesting, how brainstorming is used around the world.
In Western classrooms, brainstorming is very open. Students speak freely, even crazy ideas.
In some Asian or Middle Eastern cultures, people may feel shy at first, but the goal is the same, to create space for ideas.
So if you're from a culture where people don't usually speak first, try starting small. Write your ideas before speaking. Gradually, confidence grows.
Exactly. There's no single correct way to brainstorm. The important thing is to participate and share.
Let's recap today's episode.
Exactly.
Listeners, remember this golden rule. Don't wait for perfect ideas. Start with small ones, and better ideas will follow.
Absolutely. Brainstorming is like planting seeds. You don't see the full tree immediately, but every small idea helps it grow.
So after this episode, pick one topic, any topic, and brainstorm in English for 5 minutes. You'll be amazed how your mind starts to think in English naturally.
That's the real secret of fluency. Thinking first, then speaking.
Beautifully said, Alex.
And with that, we're wrapping up episode 35 of the English Podcast Zone. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to follow, rate, and share it with your friends who are learning English.
Thank you for spending time with us. Keep practicing, keep brainstorming, and remember, every idea matters.
See you next time in episode 35. Until then, keep your mind storming.